We now come to motion number 4 relating to the independent expert panel. I call the Leader of the House to move the motion.
Deputy Speaker, I beg to move the motion in my name, nominating the new chair and 3 new members of the independent expert panel known as the IEP. The IEP was established in 2020 to hear appeals and determine sanctions in bullying, harassment and sexual misconduct complaints against current and former members of the House. In 2022, the IEP's remit was expanded to include hearing appeals from the Committee on Standards. The IEP has 8 members appointed following fair and open competition. The Commission's report of the 9th of October sets out the details of the recruitment process. In 2020, the House appointed 4 members on a 4-year term and 4 for 6 years. We are therefore appointing 4 new members today to join the 4 existing members whose term expire in 2026. Before turning to the new members, I would like to thank the outgoing chair, Sir Stephen Irwin, and the outgoing members, Lisa Ball, Joanna Higgins and Claire McGinn, for their service to the House. With their colleagues and under Sir Stephen's leadership, they've created from scratch a body that I know is widely respected across the House for its rigour, fairness and independence. Sir Stephen will be especially missed by those who've worked closely with him for his wise counsel, generosity and commitment to changing the culture of this place for the better. A measure of the esteem in which the IEP is now held is the quality of candidates that it attracted to join it. The nominee for chair, Sir Adrian Fulford, has had a long, distinguished judicial career culminating as Vice President of the Court of Appeal Criminal Division, as well as being the first Investigatory Powers Commissioner and being elected to the International Criminal Court in 2003. Many in this House will know Wendy Williams, CBE, from her review of the Windrush scandal, but she also brings her experience as one of His Majesty's Inspector of the Constabulary and Fire and Rescue Service. Lindsay de Mestre, KC, has extensive experience in chairing professional disciplinary panels covering the clergy, police and the bar, as well as being the Chancellor for the Diocese of York and St Albans. Dr Andrew Hoyle is currently an Assistant Director in Fitness to Practice at the General Medical Council. In combination with the continuing members of the panel, these appointments will ensure that the IEP continues to have the range of skills and experience to ensure that the House and parliamentary community can have confidence in its rigour, independence and fairness. I hope that members will support this motion and I commend it to the House.
Yeah.
The question is, as on the order paper, Shadow Leader of the House, Chris Philp.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. Well, I'm not going to detain the House long. Members will be delighted and relieved to hear. I can see that's a popular position. But I would just echo the sentiments the Leader has expressed already. The independent expert panel obviously plays an extremely important role in scrutinising allegations of misconduct, and it's right, there is an independent mechanism to do that, free from political interference. And I would add my thanks to the thanks the Leader has expressed already to the outgoing members and in particular Sir Stephen, the inaugural chair of the independent expert panel. I also add my commendation for the newly nominated members to that which the Leader has already expressed. Sir Adrian Fulford, as she said, is an extremely distinguished, very senior member of the judiciary, and the other 3 members being appointed had extremely impressive professional and legal backgrounds as well. I would like to particularly add my endorsement to Wendy Williams, who I did work with at the Home Office when I was Minister of State for Police and Crime, and she was one of Her Majesty's Inspectors of Constabulary, Fire and Rescue, and she certainly discharged those duties with great effectiveness, as I saw during my time as a Minister in that department. So, Madam Deputy Speaker, I am only too pleased to endorse the remarks that the Leader of the House has made already.
The question is, as on the order paper, as many as are of that opinion say aye. Aye. Of the contrary, no. I think the ayes have it. The ayes